Do you love pineapples and pecans? If you do, you are going to love this Elvis Presley cake. Rumor has it that this is the cake that Elvis always used to ask his grandmother to make. It starts with a white cake mix, but it has a pineapple topping and cream cheese frosting. It is delicious. Let's get started. The first step to this cake is just to make a simple boxed white cake mix. So pick up your favorite brand of white cake mix and just add the ingredients it takes to make a traditional 9x13 cake. For the brand that I have, it calls for, of course, the cake mix, 1 cup of water, half of a cup of oil, and then 3 large eggs. Take a hand mixer and mix that up. Use a rubber spatula to scrape the sides of the bowl as needed. And then get a 9x13 cake pan, spray it with cooking spray, and then pour that cake batter right into the pan. Use the rubber spatula to spread that cake batter around. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees and then allow the cake to bake for about 35 minutes. You'll know it's done when you touch the center of the cake and it springs back. After the cake comes out of the oven, it's time to make the next 2 parts. The first part is a sugar pineapple mixture. So get a saucepan, just a small one, turn it on medium-low heat. Into it, add 8 ounces of crushed pineapple with the juice and half of a cup of sugar. And just whisk that together until the sugar is completely dissolved. It will only take a couple of minutes. You don't really want to let the mixture boil, so watch it closely, make sure your heat is low. You're just looking for that juice in there to become clear, and that's how you know the sugar is dissolved. Once it looks done, you can set that aside and whip up your cream cheese frosting. So in this bowl, I have 8 ounces of softened cream cheese, room temperature. You don't want it cold or it will be hard to mix in. And then I'm going to add 1 stick of butter, or half of a cup. Again, this is room temperature. And I'll cream those together. Once that's nice and creamy, you can add some powdered sugar. This cream cheese frosting takes 4 cups of powdered sugar, so I'll put in about half for now, and then I will also put in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then the rest of the powdered sugar. When you find that the frosting is getting hard to mix, go ahead and put a couple of tablespoons of heavy cream in to make it thinner. I'll add just a couple more tablespoons. I don't want it too runny, but I want it to be able to spread easily on the cake. Okay, once that's mixed and smooth, it's time to assemble the cake. The first thing you do to assemble the cake is take a large fork and poke some holes in the top of the cake so that that pineapple sugar mixture can soak in a little bit. This helps the cake be really moist. Then take your sugar pineapple mixture and pour it over. The sugar syrup will start to soak down in, so just take a spatula and spread that pineapple all over the top. Next, you'll spread on the cream cheese frosting. So take dollops and just put a bunch of little dollops on top of the cake. And then as carefully as possible, smooth that frosting. Might be a little tricky with the pineapple on top, but just be gentle and you should be fine. Once the frosting is spread as evenly as possible, take some chopped pecans and sprinkle them over the top. And there it is, the Elvis Presley cake. Once this cake is cooled completely, you'll want to store it in the refrigerator, and that's because of the fruit inside and the cream cheese frosting. So just make sure you cover it well and store it in the fridge. All right, I don't know about you, but I am ready to dig in. I'm Julie from The Best Cake Recipes. Thanks for watching today. Be sure to check back next week for a new video.